In the last tutorial, we just finished personal info view. Now it's time to move to workout info view. Let's take a few minutes to look at the design. For the workout info view, we have 3 sections that we need to add. Workout place, why do you want to work out, and what is your skill level? These sections use either the capsule button or the rounded rect button that we created earlier. All we need to do is set up each of the sections. Let's go back to Xcode and get started. Hit Command-Shift-O and type work and press enter. Now, let's add the following: @environment object var model : onboarding view model. Command click on onboarding view model and add the following variables. You're going to type var columns equals bracket grid item opening parenthesis dot flexible. Now that's the first item we need in this array. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and copy everything within the brackets. We're going to add a comma and paste in grid item. Now let's add another comma and paste in grid item one more time. So we should have 3 total grid items. Let's move the cursor back to selected gender type and hit return. And let's add @published var selected workout place type equals 0. Hit Command-Shift-O and type work and press enter. Inside of the previews, let's add our environment object modifier and set it to onboarding view model. Under the body variable, we're going to add a new variable called place section : some view. And inside of there, we're going to start with a VStack and set the alignment to .leading. Inside of the VStack, we'll add a text view and set it to workout place. Let's add a font modifier and set it to custom, and then set the custom modifier to .medium with a size of 22. Next, below the text view, we're going to add lazy vgrid parenthesis columns : model.columns. Inside of the lazy vgrid, we're going to add for each parenthesis 0 ... less than 3 opening curly brace index in return. Now let's add a rounded rect button and set the title to self.model.workout locations type bracket index. We're going to set the icon to self.model.workout icons bracket index. We're going to set type to self.model.selected workout place type. We're going to set index to index. And then for the action, we're going to say self.model.selected workout place type equals index. Let's add some modifiers to our main container of this VStack by saying .padding and setting it to 15. We're going to add a background and set it to .white. Let's add a corner radius and set it to 15. Let's add some horizontal padding and set it to 15. And finally, let's add some bottom padding and set it to 15. Now that we have our first section created, let's go back to the body variable and get that set up. Inside of the body variable, command click on the text view and select embed and then type scroll view. Now command click on the text view again and select embed in VStack. Inside of the text view, go ahead and delete the word view, and let's add a font modifier and set it to .custom. And then we're going to set it to .black and set the size to 30. Let's add some top padding to the text view. And then under the text view, we're going to add a couple of lines and add place section. You will now see our newly created place section. Let's add a couple of modifiers to the scroll view. Let's add the .frame modifier and set the max width to .infinity and the max height to infinity. Let's also add the .background and set it to color.base background. We need to add another variable to our view model. Hit Command-Shift-O and type onboarding and then hit return. Under selected workout place type, add published var selected workout reason type equals 0. Let's go back to workout info view by hitting the back arrow, and under the place section variable, we're going to add the following: var workout section sum view, and then we're going to add inside of the workout section a VStack with the alignment set to .leading. Inside of the VStack, we're going to add a text view, and inside of the text view, you're going to say, why do you want to work out? Next, let's add the font modifier to the text view and set it to .custom. And now set the custom font to .medium with a size of 22. Under the text view, let's add a VStack with the alignment set to .leading. And inside of the VStack, we're going to say for each parenthesis 0 ... less than self.model.workoutReason.count, comma, ID : \self, index in. Inside of our for each, we're going to add a capsule list button. We're going to set the title to model.workoutReason bracket index. We're going to set the type to self.model.selected workout reason type. We'll set the index to index, and we'll set the action to self.model.selected workout reason type equals index. Now let's add a couple of modifiers to our VStack. So we're going to add padding, and we're going to set it to 15. We're going to add a frame modifier and set the max width to .infinity. We're going to add the background modifier and set it to .white. We're going to add the .corner radius. We're going to set it to 15. Let's add some horizontal padding and set it to 15. And then we'll add some bottom padding, and we'll also set that to 15. Let's go up to the body and add our newly created section. Under place section, add a new line and add workout section. You should now see our workout section inside of previews. Now we need to add the last section in this view. Let's hit Command-Shift-O and hit return. Inside of the onboarding view model, add a new line under selected workout reason type and type @published var selected skill type equals 0. Hit the back button to go back to workout info view, and under the workout section, add a couple of lines, and let's type var skill level section sum view. Inside of the variable, we're going to type VStack with the alignment set to .leading. Inside of the VStack, we're going to add a text view, and the text view is going to say, what is your skill level? Let's give this text view a font modifier and set it to .custom. And then we're going to set the .custom modifier to .medium with a size of 22. Underneath the text view, let's add an HStack. Inside of the HStack, we're going to type for each parenthesis 0 ... less than self.model.skill-level.count, comma, ID : \self. Index space in. Inside of the for each, we're going to type a capsule list button. For the capsule list button, we're going to set the title to self.model.skill-level bracket index. For the type, we're going to type self.model.selected skill type. For index, we'll set it to index. We're going to add the has checkmark parameter and set it to false. And then inside of the action, we're going to say self.model.selected skill type equals index. After the for each, let's add a couple of lines and add a spacer. Now let's add some modifiers to the container. Let's add some padding to it and set it to 15. We're going to add the frame modifier and set the max width to .infinity. We're going to add the background modifier and set it to .white. We'll add the corner radius and set it to 15. We'll add some horizontal padding and set it to 15. Now let's go back up to the body, and under workout section, we're going to add skill level section. And now we see all 3 of our newly created sections. Our workout info view is now complete. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel.